This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. So in the last session, what we did, we created implementation project. Now we'll go to the same project. To navigate to project, we have to go to FSM. From FSM, by selecting the specific task, we can find our project. Just click on the username, or next to user, we have a drop down option. You can click on this. Okay, you can click on name or drop down option. Then just click on setup and maintenance task. It will take us to FSM, functional setup manager, and go to task list. Go to task list and click on manage implementation projects. Now we can see all the projects which are created within this instance. If you want to find your project, you can search from here, or else manually you can go and do find your project which you created. This is the one which we created, right? Go ERP tree implementation project. So you can search from here. Enter the name, enter. So this is how we can find out. Fine. Or else reset search. Manually you can find it. If not, these two options. So say you have many projects, you don't want to search or you don't want to find manually, what you can do is that project is already assigned to our current user only. If that is the case, if the project is assigned to current user, I think in our case we assign to different user. If the project is assigned to this user only, what you can do is you can click on overview. It will take us to the project. So okay, some Google implementation project is assigned to this user. Okay, so what we can do is this we don't require. We'll remove this assignment. Somebody assigned to this. This is which project? This user ERP tree. This project will assign to different user. Even the our project also we can assign to this user, so that this user by default can have access to the two projects, but just I'm changing then. Now we can go to our project. It is our project. Go ERP tree implementation project, and here we assign this project to the different user, right? Our user is ERP tree, but this project is assigned to different user. Click on edit and change the name, username. Our username is ERP tree. Search the first one and say save and close. So now this project is assigned to ERP tree. Say done. So now anytime if you want to navigate to our project, it is very easy for us. Say simply once you log into the instance, we have to click on the user, we have to click on setup and maintenance, then we'll be landing in this page. Then you can go to task list, click on manage implementation projects. You don't need to search for your project. Of course, now you can see the since we updated this project, system is showing on the top. But when we are working for your client, you won't find many projects. You'll have a one or two limited projects only once you navigate to this window. Since we are practicing in this instance, you can come across with multiple projects. So to easily navigate to your project, what you could do is just click on overview. You don't need to search from here, or you don't need to manually search from this list. What you can do is you can click on overview. When you click on overview, what system will do is for this user which projects are assigned, those directly it will display. Click on overview. Done. So this is how system will display. Fine. Okay. So this is how you can navigate to your project. Fine. Now we'll go and open the project. And this is the project. We can update the status to our project. What is the status of our project? In progress. Click on edit. So we set the status as a in progress. I think that is not getting updated. Yesterday's session itself is specified. By default that should get updated, but still it is showing the same. No issues with that. So now what we have to do, we have to understand. So we have seen how to assign the project to that any one of the user, ideally project manager, and you can change this assignment however you want. Now we'll look at how to assign specific offering to team member. So I want to assign order management to specific user. So just select order management, and here you have a assignment tasks. Just click on assignment tasks, and you want to assign this order management configuration activity to which team member. Okay, so you can search for any one of the user and you can assign. Okay, just you can assign to any one of the existing user. When we do the implementation, we create the users. Okay, to any one of those users we assign, but here you can go with any one of the user. So done. So order management we assign to this user. So save and close. Same way I want to assign the product management, the module implementation to another resource. Select and click on assign tasks. Same process. Search for any one of the user and assign. We assign to this user. Financials. Sorry. Financials. Assign tasks. So this is how we can assign the offerings to specific team member. Okay, in the same way you can assign the procurement also. This is how you can do the assignment. The moment you create the project, what system will do is system creates task list. How the task list looks like. Just you can expand finance, procurement or finance or any offering. Procurement. You can see some subfolders. Scroll little down. See how system created these subfolders. So if you want to implement purchasing application, the basic purchasing, within this subfolder we have all the tasks which you have to configure. To implement self-service procurement, so here we have a list of setups and supplier portal and sourcing application, supplier qualifications, procurement contracts, okay, and other areas of receiving for procurement, receipt creations and all for that process related configuration we have as a part of this. That means if you notice here, module wise, almost module wise, we have task lists. Module wise you have task lists. You can further, you can expand this, define purchasing configuration. Here you can see all tasks. Even in EBS, if you go to navigator, if you expand, it will open the submenu, otherwise directly function. In the same way here also. Okay, whenever you expand, it can show some other subfolder or else direct task. These we call as tasks. So each and everything which you see here, we call as a task. So here you can see the go to task icon. if you see this go to task icon, that means directly we can navigate to that page. If you see the folder, that is just task list, you have to understand. If you find anything with that folder, that is task list. You see that the system is showing the pop-up. This is a task list. If I place the cursor on this, it has to show as a task. So the pop-up they are not providing. This is the task. These all are tasks. This is the task list. Okay, you can. There is one more task list I am expanding. So this is how you can find out the task list and the tasks which are grouped into specific folders by pointing particular application. Okay, same way you can just go with any one of the other sub folder, and here you can see the task called as manage procurement agent, which is equal to buyer definition in EBS. Okay, supplier related configuration. These are all lookups and numbering and all. So supplier, if you want to create, you cannot create from the project. For supplier creation, we require additional role. We have to assign the separate role to the user. Only that user can create the supplier. Prior to that, the user should be a procurement agent. Okay, so those points already discussed. The user should be a procurement agent to create the supplier, but directly a user cannot create the supplier. So that means supplier cannot be created from the project. Here from this entire project, you cannot find any supplier creation task. For that, we have to assign the separate roles to the user, which user normally maintain that vendor master records. To that user, we have to assign the relevant role. Then only that user will have access to supplier definition screen, and they can create and manage. So this is how we can find out. You can go to any area of applications. So go to order management. So the common order management configuration. Okay, the shipping related, order management, customer related, functional area, anything. Okay, manage carriers. Okay, and lookups, etc. All these are the tasks. So this is how you can find. And when you notice, when you go to this any one of the task, here you can see this task is assigned to whom. System is showing this task is assigned to this user. Already I think somebody just assigned. Apart from that, we assigned to different, right? So Rushi. So already this is somebody, maybe I think tested. They assigned to this user also. And apart from that, we assigned order management to Rushi. And when you go to other offering, so product management, expand. So any task is fine for us. Here this we assign to only Vijay. The same you can see. I mean, these three tasks are assigned to Vijay. We assign entire product management, and within the product management, if you go to any task, against the task as a part of assignment, you can see the same person name. Means that person is responsible to perform these setups. You can assign a one offering or one option or one task list or specific task to multiple team members also. Okay, the same we just now we have seen, but we didn't assign, somebody did for the practice I think. So order management, if you go with order management, here multiple options, multiple statuses we have based on the user and all. Here you can see it is assigned to FA4 IMPL, and another user is Roshi. The same way, any other offering also you can assign to multiple resource. So the product management we want to assign to one more resource.
What is the state of multiple means?
Multiple in the sense, based on the team member assignment, we can update the status whether that is completed or in progress or not yet started. I'll in the next step I am going to show you that the same. We'll see that. Now we are looking at the assignment, then we'll see the status. However, we set the status for the project level in the same way, offering level, or option level or task list level or task level we can set the status. We'll see that. Okay, next to this I'm going to show. Say apply. So now we assign, okay, this product management implementation configuration task to 2 resource. Now if you expand, you can see 2 resource. Okay, so the one and earlier already we assigned to Mr. Vijay.
Hello, Lakshman.
Yep.
What is the
Please.
difference between options and tasks?
We discussed, right? You didn't attend that session?
When
No, Satish, just I'm checking with you.
hello, yes,
You attended, right?
yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm checking. So based on that, I can explain whether it's a doubt or you don't aware of these points. You attended
Yeah,
or not?
I want. No, I didn't attend that class.
Okay. It's very simple. Option is specific module. Within the
Okay.
module, what are the setups you do? That is a task.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
procurement is not a module. So you don't call it as option. So procurement is group of the modules. This we call as offering. Procurement you call as offering. Within the procurement, what are the modules we have? We call as options. Within the options, what are the setups we perform? That we call as task. Group of the tasks we call as a task list. Now if you go to procurement, here whatever you see, these are the task lists. See, system is displaying task list. The task list maybe belongs to specific application also. Here if you see, already we expanded those. The purchasing config, this is a task list, but this is one of the option. But here after creating the project, you don't see that as option, but that option specific task list you can see. Before we create the project, what we did, we enabled the offerings and options. There you can see the name exactly. Okay, this is how we have. Now say for example, you completed, please make sure that you are on mute from your end if you don't have any questions, please. Fine. So you completed configuration for purchasing, or else say you started working on the procurement. Take any case. So you started working on the procurement. In that case, you can select the procurement, and here you have a edit status. Click on edit status, and you can set the status to in progress. That means if anybody look at this project, they can understand the procurement setups we are doing already in progress. So you completed procurement configuration. Select procurement, go to edit status, and you can update the status as a completed.
Hi, Lakshman. There is one small question. I have a couple of questions.
Please.
One is like this setup configuration. Will you be providing any kind of Excel where all mandatory configurations needs to be are already marked? I mean, already entered. That is one thing, because at configuration we might miss something. So if there is a document which has it, it will help us in the future as well. The second question, like I have dropped a note to you.
Let me answer to your first question. So when you talk about the setups and all, as a consultant, first of all, we should aware of it. Okay, that if you want to have a documentation, yes, we have a documentation that already we have seen before creating the project. But still, if you want to get any sort of document from here itself, you can get. Here you have a view report. If you click on view report, you can just prepare, okay, get the report. The same is available at offering level, right? We gone through these setup and task list, right? The HTML, PDF, Excel format documents are available. The same here also you can see. Now you want to get to know all the procurement related tasks which are mandatory and optional. Even we have seen in the PDF format also, they clearly mentioned it's a required task and not required optional. Everything they mention. From here also you can get that report. Just click on Excel.
Okay.
It will generate the file, and you can look into that if you are not aware of it. But when you are working as a consultant, for sure, we should know. If you take any module, there are not too much of setups. Very basic setups are always limited. Depending on the future, you have to do. Depending on the future, what are the setups you do? Nowhere you can find Oracle is helping you to by listing out. The common basic setups only you can see for any application. Okay, that's how we have. Just let me open that
And the
spreadsheet.
second thing, like,
These are the tasks. One second, let me complete this. So this is what the same we have since it's required. Which tasks are required? These first three are required, and again this is required. Okay, this is how, if you want to follow documentation, that's not a great practice when you don't have experience. We depend on these kind of things. Prior to that, we should aware of detail level and the implementation. What are the basic setups and what is the sequence? What is the purpose of each and every setup? There should not be a case where we go and refer the document by seeing if you are doing it will drive you in the different way. It leads many issues. Yeah, this is the one point. Yeah, please go ahead with your next question, or if you have any question related to the same, please.
no, I do agree with you, but this is a new application. EBS, like I can do close eyes.
That's what it's a new application. What it's a new or old doesn't matter. When you are doing the implementation, you have to be expertized. You cannot tell to the client or someone, okay, if you are going with your self-learning, maybe you can take all these points. But when you are doing the implementation, you should be aware of that. And that point of view, just I'm trying to highlight these points. Otherwise, nothing. Yeah. So it doesn't matter whether new or old.
So I have
Right.
dropped you an email. Okay, sir.
Sorry?
I have dropped you an email. Last two session videos, I don't have an instance also not working. So kindly.
Yeah, Gaurav, that's what I was asking multiple times. If any for anyone it is missing, please let me know. Okay, you are also in that list. Let me take a note. I think you joined a bit late.
Network issues was there, so I was not able to join in time, sir. I was just trying. Okay.
Sorry.
There were network issues on my end, so I was coming and going, joining and going. I am joining from mobile right now, not PC.
Yeah, I'm sorry because okay, I was asking. I think you just missed out the discussions. Fine, fine. No issues. I'll be sharing. I'll be sharing after completing this session, including this video also. Yesterday itself, I shared with most of the people. Still, there are few guys who didn't receive. I just taken the note with the specification, Kalyan required previous session videos, etc. Okay, I'll do it. I'm sorry if you didn't receive so far. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, please go ahead with the other questions. Garu, do you have any questions?
Go ahead. That's it.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lakshman, one more question from my side, Ganesh.
Yeah, Ganesh, please.
Sir, so once the task status is changed to completed, so
Yeah.
if you want to do any configuration again, we can do the changes in progress. I can. Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to talk about that also. Yes. So this is just for information purpose only. This is just for information purpose only. It is not going to have any control. I'll go and set procurement is completed. Still system will allow me to go and do the setups, or else I can go and to set the status for specific area. So since I set for procurement, within the procurement, for all the options or task list or tasks, whatever you have, for everything system will apply the same. But still, you may go and set, you directly you can click on the status also, it will open, and you may set. So this you are stating procurement is complete. In that case, normally within the procurement we don't go and set something is not started and all, but still system will allow whatever the status you want to set, you can set it. No control on the status. It won't force you, and it won't stop you doing from something because of the status. This is status just for the information. Based on the status you can see the progress of the project, how it is just keep moving on or just getting done. The same way I'll go with the product management. You can select, you have to click on edit status. If not edit status, directly you can click on the status icon. Click on that, directly you can update the status. So it's in progress. Okay, so this is how we updated. Now I'll go to project level. So just close it. Click on done. Now you can see the progress of this project. See below. So we set the status as a completed for entire procurement. System is saying out of entire project 26% of the tasks are completed. How many tasks you can see in the pop-up? 493. Reality we didn't do, but we given the update at project level. That's how just that would be the information. Same way 46% not started. Okay, 46% not started, 28% in progress. Product management. Okay, so that's how you can see. So here we have other options just to go through those same detail level, which areas and who is the user, to whom we assign, that also you can see. Go to assignment status by task list. Just for information, so no control. I can update the status project level as a completed, but still system will allow you to perform it. If you take the project accounting, you can say project accounting application. There, if you create the project and if you set the status, we have a project statuses, right? If you set the status, you may have a rule of it should not allow to incur the expense or to perform the transactions. So that sort of rules and logic is not applicable. This is just related to configuration. Irrespective of status, you can perform any activity. Even the project status is not started, you can do the setups. The project status may be completed, still you can do the setups. Okay, just when you are trying to do something, system is not going to bother about what is the status of the offering or option or a task list or task. That is just for information for us. For our purpose, just to capture, to understand the percentage of the progress of work, in progress how much, completed how much, then we are setting up. So within our project, we have these four offerings: order management, product management, financials, and procurement. Here you can see the total how many tasks we have. Okay, these many tasks we have. Order management, this is how you can see, and here you can understand from order management not at started 198 we have, in progress 198, and here this all in progress, this all not started, this all completed. Okay, here the same in the below they given the specification, which color indicates which status and all. If you want to see the resource, which resource are assigned to what, you can find from here. We assigned a resource, I think this FA4 IMPL somebody assigned to our project, but these are the resource which we assign. These are the resources are working for this project. So this resource completed these many tasks, assigned to these many tasks. 689 tasks are assigned to this resource. Okay, so that's how you can get to know about the project, but it may not be great information for everyone. This is a possibility we have to just to track the progress of the project, how that is performing in terms of system configuration. Okay, so status won't control you from doing something. Yeah, please.
So does it shows like also split between a mandatory and non-mandatory tasks, like
Yes,
inside
yes, yes. It
tasks
will show you.
percentage?
It will show you when you are performing the setups. It will show you. I'll just take you through that. See, task level you can see. Prior to that, task list level also you can see. See here, the star marks indicates it's a mandatory task, mandatory task list. That means within this task list you'll find multiple tasks or other task list also, but whatever it may be, you have to complete few setups from this task list. Exactly which setups means expand it. Again, here we have 1 2 3 4 5 task lists. Just for example, 5 task lists we have. Out of that, within this task list something is there which is a mandatory. Again, within this we have something mandatory within this, but from this task list and from this task list we don't have any task which is mandatory. See, no star mark for this. We just expand it. Primarily task is important for us. So within this we have one task called as run user and role synchronization process. Okay, run user and role synchronization process. This task is mandatory. If you see the star mark, that means it's a mandatory task, otherwise optional. And we submitted LDAP job. What is the purpose of LDAP?
Synchronization.
Is it something like security list maintenance in EBS?
What is the purpose?
Syncing the given roles to the
To
user
synchronize the
to the
user.
LDAP database.
It's similar like workflow background process in the BS.
Yeah, to
Whatever
synchronize
new roles and offerings.
users and roles assignment. Right?
Align.
Users, which role we assign. Sorry, I just kept on mute and I was speaking. Really sorry. So, so what this LDAP do is whenever you submit it, for which user, which roles are assigned, that assignments related information system will update in the LDAP directory services. LDAP directories, lightweight directory access protocol. So for which user, which roles are assigned, those need to be updated in the LDAP directories. Then whenever user try to connect to the instance, the process, the authentication and all will navigate it to the LDAP. Within the LDAP, that user has access to which roles and which privileges or grants are given to that user to work on the application environment. Based on that information only user can have access, not just because we assign the roles. Even if you assign the roles, that has to be updated in the LDAP. Say you assign the roles, but that information is not updated in the LDAP, that user cannot have access to relevant role related functionalities. So that means for the user, what are the roles we are assigning, those need to be synchronized. For that we are running the LDAP job, right? Retrieve latest LDAP changes. We already submitted in the, I think, previous session or prior session, right? We created user and we submitted. It's recommended by Oracle to run manually, but whenever you perform any kind of role assignment or user creation, automatically system run the process in the background itself. It is not mandatory we have to run, but as per Oracle recommendation, whenever you do this activity, you do it so that the synchronization takes place immediately. So if you don't want to take the navigation, how to run that? You have to go to navigator. Under tools you can find schedule processes. You have to click on that. Will be landing in ESS job page, enterprise scheduler service job page, which is equal to SRS window in EBS. You have to go there, you have to click on submit new request, and you have to go on search and you have to submit. There are multiple steps involved to submit that LDAP job. If you don't want to do it, from here also you can do. This task is equal to that, run user and role synchronization process. This also will help us to run the same job. If you want to run from here, click on go to task.
So it is auto scheduled. It is auto scheduled. It is auto scheduled in
exactly in the background. It is auto scheduled.
It's synchronized with Oracle IDM, Oracle IDM Identity Manager.
Yeah, if you talk about those terms, let's you and me only, let's talk about those.
Okay, sorry.
It synchronize with IDM and APM. Okay, you should aware of APM also if you talk about IDM. Authorization Policy Manager, APM, IDM, Identity Manager, or you can call as OIM. Since those we are not directly connecting in from release 12, I didn't discuss till 11. Those are the areas where we directly go and do this user creation assignments and custom data roles, data templates, and all you can find in APM. Okay, to answer to your question, yes. So this will update the information which is source of APM and IDM or OIM. That's all. But for others, that is not at all required. Okay, done. So directly from here also you can navigate. Simply you have to click on submit. System will trigger that process. So somebody is scheduled it. I requested not to do that. If you somebody schedule it, so for one instance only one request can be submitted one time. Seems to somebody submitted, it is keep running. That is the reason this is error message. When you come across this kind of error message and all, you no need to worry about it. Anyway, system will perform the auto synchronization. Whatever you do, that would get synchronized. Okay, If you see this kind of message, you can ignore and you can proceed. Okay, expect to see the results based on your assignment after some time. That's it. Somebody is scheduled in this instance. I said very clearly, don't schedule. Oracle already scheduled. If you want to run it, you run. Whatever Oracle submitted, that route through different process. If you are going to submit, it is a different process. And again, if somebody is scheduling, if some other person is trying to submit, it won't work. Now somebody is scheduled and it's running. Okay, no issues. If you see that, anyway, the instance which I provided for your practice, within that it is not scheduled. Okay, I think this is a issue. Somebody was written the mail also saying that they were not able to submit this. Okay, no issues. Okay, basically from here also you can submit. Here we have task to navigate to that page. You no need to select the job called as retrieve latest LDP changes. Just click on this and submit. It will be submitted. If you want to submit as a part of the process, when you assign the new roles and all, you can do all these things. Okay, so this is how you can do. So this is how we have a project, and within the project different offerings, within the different offerings options, within the options task list. One second. So this is a final procurement offering, right? Within the procurement offering, so these you can treat as a options. Sourcing is one of the module. Supplier portal in EBS we are calling as iSupplier. Here just we are calling as supplier portal. This is offering, this is offering. So the offering specific task list, this also you can call as a task list, or else if you can expand what are the subfolders, you can see those also you can call as task list. So within this only we have a tasks. These all are the tasks. If you click on specific task, it will take us to that relevant page, manage supplier user roles. It will take us to that page to perform that relevant activity. Okay, right, this is how we can access, navigate. Fine. And it's very difficult for us all the time to just go to specific offering and expanding that offering related folder and just navigating to specific option and expanding and searching, finding. That is the reason the simple way of doing here is you can search for any task from here. Here we have a search field for any task. So within our project, the entire project, across all these offerings means within the offerings we have options and task list and task. Any task if you want to search, you can search from here. Say you want to create buyer, here we are calling as a procurement agent. Simply search for procurement agent. Okay, you don't need to give any percentage and all. Click on search. So how many navigations are available to create the procurement agent, it will show. If you take simple example, you want to create the receipt creation navigation you can see from the inventory as well as purchasing. In the same way, so we have a 4 offerings within our project. Out of 4, from which area of application this procurement agent creation navigation is available, the path system will display. The task name is manage procurement agent. Any task you perform in the Fusion, every task starts with a manage. The default naming they given, 99% tasks name starts with a manage. There are very few tasks where they don't include manage term for the task. Otherwise all the task starts with a manage only. All the task starts with manage. We are going to manage. You can create and later you can manage them. If you want to update or if you want to do any other activity on the task, you can just go with the task. Every task starts with a manage. Fine. So 3 tasks are same. 3 tasks are same, but those 3 tasks are available from the different paths, navigations. You see here, manage procurement agent task is available from financials offering also. Okay, I'll open the same in the different tab. One instance you can open in the same browser different pages. I'm opening the same. Since it's a web application, it supports. Okay, I just want to go to same FSM. We'll go to project, manage implementation projects. Simply you can click on overview. So to this user, what are the projects are assigned, those you can see. Open this project. Now same project we have in the two different tabs. So procurement agent, you can create the procurement agent by taking this path, this navigation. You have to go to financials. Within the financials, you have to go to task list called as define invoicing and payment configuration and define payables. From there you have to navigate to define common options for payables and procurement. Okay, if you go to the up to this, there you can find the task called as manage procurement agents. So if not from financials, okay, from procurement also available. It should be available from procurement primarily. It is also available in financials. That is a point we have to understand. Procurement side. So this is a navigation. You have to go to procurement offering, then define invoicing and payment configuration, define payables, define common options for payables and procurement. Otherwise, there is one more navigation is available to create the procurement agent. So procurement, define common procurement configuration. Under that, you can find the task called as manage procurement agent. So we'll go with any one of this navigation. Forget about financials. We don't need it primarily. So these are our area where we have to test any one of the path. Okay, we'll go with this. So if you want to navigate to procurement agent task, so this is a path you have to follow. If you want to do manually, just for information system is giving. Otherwise, directly you can navigate to the procurement agent creation page. That will do. But before that, just we'll try to understand this path. Okay, we have to go to procurement. Okay, we'll do in the different tab. Yes, go to procurement and expand. What is the next? Within the procurement, we have to go to define invoicing and payments configuration. Define invoicing and payment configuration, right? These all are expanded because we've gone through that, right? So we are in procurement, right? Procurement. In procurement, there should be task list called as define invoicing and procurement configuration, right? That is what define invoicing and procurement configuration. Okay, we have to go and expand this. Then where we have to go? See here. Define payables. Define payables. Yes, go to define payables. After that, define common options for payables and procurement. Under payables, you have define common options for payables and procurement. Here you can drag it. Define common options for payables and procurement. These are all columns you can drag. Any column you can drag for a better visibility of the information. Okay. You can do all this. Fine. Define common options for payables and procurement. Expand it. Within that, we have a manage procurement agent. We never follow this kind of manual navigation. Simple process is this. If you want to go with the navigation, this is a process. Okay, otherwise just simply search for procurement agent. Okay. If you are going to do any setup, you are implementing, you are working for which area, which offering, better you choose the task from that offering. Now you can click on manage procurement agent and you can create the procurement agent, but you are following the path called as financials. If you go with our relevant path, there is one advantage. We'll understand when you do the setups, I'll explain, but always prefer to choose the task from our area only. Okay, now we are going to work on SCM. Within the procurement only, we have our purchasing application. So you always prefer to choose the task which are related to our area. Okay, our area related task you can choose. So you can click on any one of these tasks. Both are three are same. Three will take us to same page. And I'm choosing this one. Just click on manage procurement agent. I don't want to go with all this lengthy navigation. It's a very big navigation, right? So all the ways we have to navigate. I don't want to do that. That is the reason just I'm searching procurement agent. The task is available by following the three navigations. Forget about that. How many navigation? Just click on manage procurement agents. Now it will display the task. Here it is displaying manage procurement agents. You don't need to follow this navigation. Fine. You are searching for the task called as procurement agent. System is displaying directly. You are able to see the task here. And if you click on go to task icon, it will take you to create procurement agent page. Okay, it will take you to procurement agent creation page. But I need information. I search for procurement agent and system is displaying the same task is available from three navigations and I am selecting one. Okay, I'm selecting one. But in this stage, I want to see the navigation. Reality, if I want to follow the navigation to reach this managed procurement agent, what is the navigation? If you want to understand, from here also you can see the navigation. Here we have hierarchy option, show hierarchy. So really, if you want to take the navigation, which path you want to follow, that you can see. Just click on this show hierarchy. So if you want to go with a manual navigation, this is the navigation. You have to go to procurement. Within the procurement, we have a invoice to payment configuration, right? Under that we have defined payables. Under defined payables we have common options for payables and procurement. Under that we have a managed procurement agents. Okay, so this is how you can see the information. This is how you can see the information when you are going to perform any task. We no need to remember all these navigations. When we work in the project, always we go with this search and perform. Again, once you go to the relevant task, along with the task, what are the other tasks need to be performed, those also you can find in the sequence only. We'll see those very detailed level when we start with the configuration. This is just to introduce how these things will work. Just I'm showing this. Any question here, please?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. So what is this detach and freeze button?
Sorry?
Detach and freeze button.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'll just show you help how to get to know any you can keep on mute, please. After any question, my request is you can go on mute. Let me talk on that. If you have any cross question, you can just again come back and you can ask me, please. Take as a request because we are getting some background noise sometimes. That is the reason I'm requesting all the time. Please don't take in other way. Fine. So anyway, now after this discussion, I'll show you the help. Through that help, you can get to know each and everything. If you want to go very minute level of understanding each and every element or what you could see in any screen, you can try with that, you can get to know. But now to answer your question, so freeze and detach. See, we are in this page. This page, I want to detach. I want to make a copy. I want to extract that view what I have now. If you want to detach it, first we have to freeze this page. Okay, click on freeze. This would be freezed. Now click on detach. See what system will do. It detached that section. The section, what area you freeze, that it got detached. Let me close it. What I freeze this section. Okay, I place the cursor here. I said freezed, and if I say detach, that section it will detach. Okay. Okay, just to focus, you can freeze certain area and you can detach, then you can just focus on that. Can you have this visibility in this page? No, right? Close this. Here visibility is different. All you will be getting here. If you freeze it, you can detach. It's a simple view you can have. No other information, other area. This is a simple thing which normally we don't use. Fine. That's the meaning of freeze and detach.
Yeah,
So any
another
other
question.
yeah.
So can we add custom tasks in this list? Because generally, sometimes we develop our
No,
own
I got
custom
your
forms.
question. I got your question. We cannot add any custom task if the environment is SaaS. When you talk about PaaS, yes, you can. Here, adding task is nothing but adding functionality, right? Customization. So that is possible only in the PaaS. In case of PaaS, you can build your own custom functionality as per your business requirement. Yes, that you can deploy, that you can present under any one of the option related task list or anywhere, wherever you want to keep available to perform the configuration, or if the customization is related to some setup related. Normal, ideally that won't be part of setup. If you have such kind of scenario that has to be managed as a setup and all, in that case you can do. But most of the cases, what are the setups we do, those supports the process functionality of the application, functional, some additional extended functionality. In those cases, you no need to place in this, that will be placing in the your roles role level. You have to add that additional functionality. If whatever you are going to develop, it is something related to system configuration, okay, in that case you can include it. But we know very well we cannot put some control on the existing serial functionalities directly by developing something. If you have such kind of scenario where you are developing some functionality which help us to manage some transaction process, in that case you may keep here, that would work as a configuration part related task. You can do it, but not in the SaaS PaaS or IaaS. Okay.
Got you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lakshman, so we are doing a project where it requires 3 consultants to perform 3 offerings: order management, procurement, and financials.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, does cloud, I believe cloud allows us to create 3 individual projects for 3 offerings.
Yes, you can create. We discussed the same point also.
Right.
So
My question is what's your recommendation based on your experience?
No, one project only. If you go with a different project creation for each and every offering, there is no great advantage. If you want to move the setups from one environment to another environment, that would become difficult. Again, you have to track that progress of this procurement and finance or HCM, whatever the offerings you are going to have separately. The overall you cannot track in one go. Now we included these 4 in one project, right? So because of that, if I go to project, you can keep on mute. I'm getting some noise. Okay, since we have 4 offerings within one project, for those 4 offering progress I can see in one go. Otherwise, I have to go to procurement. I have to see how much percent, how much is completed, how pending, not yet started. Again, I have to go to finance related project and all. So ideally, we create the project by including all the offerings which we are going to implement for the client specific country. If you are doing the implementation for multiple countries, it won't be great practice if you are going to create one project for multiple countries implementation. So to simplify to manage your configuration part, so create country specific projects including how many offerings you are going to implement for that client. And one more point, you can create this project and you can complete the setups. Even if you remove this project, there won't be any issue with your setups. Your setups will remain. Those will get saved in the database. There won't be an issue. Just this is something like user interface which will help us to navigate to those specific pages to perform the configuration. Even if without creating the project also, you can perform the setups. And again, there are some limitations. There are the 3 places from where we can do the setups, and how those 3 are different, which is a recommended one, which is generally we do, and where what possibilities we have, will be discussing going forward. Okay, so this is the point we have.
Second question is the implementation project.
So Lakshman, one follow-up on this, like if any legal entity or
questions, please. No. Yeah, see, in initial classes, definitely we have to just agree, like let everyone understand this basic points. We'll proceed. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Lakshman, So if you look at any projects, like we have a dedicated team from project management as well as the functional consultants. Whereas the cloud projects, I do see the role of PMO project management has been eliminated. Is that a true statement?
Yeah, because this is a just simple task which would be given to the consultants to perform in the system. It's nowhere connected. That's what I explained in the previous class. So your PMO, project management office, will come into the picture here. Project lifecycle management. By following that instruction, when you are executing the project, this is a stage where primarily your manager will look after. The configuration part as a consultant will focus. These are the three different areas, but within the project lifecycle management, this is one of the area execution, and within that one segmentation is configuration. That's all. Now we are dealing with the configuration. So in your PMO, I mean office, whatever they just give within that may not be detailed information, but in the project execution management, there will be specification. This is a time frame where we have to configure the system. that is what we are seeing in the system. Okay, that piece of area. Yes.
Lakshman, one small doubt, like if we create suppose business group will remain the same usual practices. So can it be shared across the projects? Like access can be given across the projects for different for usage, because it will be linked to single BG, even it is like 2-3 different projects.
Yeah, not you. First point is we don't have concept called as a business group. Okay, we don't have any concept called business group. Here we have a concept called as enterprise. Enterprise is the one for entire instance. We'll talk on that. We have a separate session on that before we start with actual core configuration. Okay, we will discuss about enterprise structure. There we have to understand detail level. We'll discuss. Okay, now ignore that point. Don't bring into this discussion. Okay, that's totally different area. Yeah, please don't mind. I'm just requesting. That's it. Fine. Any other questions related to this? What we are discussing now? Just please, you can come up with questions related to this. Yeah, please.
Lakshman, hi. Saurav here.
Yeah, Saurav.
Lakshman, the way you have showed the managed procurement agent for the procurement offering, the same Correct. We can use for order management and financials?
I didn't understand. Same we can use for order management and finance means what?
Means, for example, the way
you create procurement agent from procurement, can we use the same procurement agent definition for other areas also? This is what you're asking?
No. So I'm saying, like, for example, for procurement, there was a option managed procurement agent, which you told us that from this we can use for the configuration.
Yes, there is a task which is available in other offerings also. Same task is available in other offerings. That is the point. Yeah, then you can go ahead with your question.
Yeah, so I'm asking that so the same means with the same name we can use it for other offerings as well while doing the configurations for a client.
Same available I am telling. First of all, you can use not, that is a task name, that is a form name you have to treat.
Okay.
You know EBS, right?
Yeah. You know, yeah, I know EBS very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I given the example also when I was talking about receipt form you have, right? Can you navigate to receipt window from the inventory? Can you answer, please?
No, from receipts we cannot do it from inventory, I suppose.
Oh, that means you are not aware of those things. We'll discuss in that is the case. Yeah, we can do it. Inventory is no receipt means what is the use of inventory?
Oh, yes, sir. From purchasing and inventory we can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do from the purchasing also. Do you think the form is same or two different forms?
No, this is the same form in both.
Same here. The navigation is available from inventory and purchasing. If you other best example is supplier. Can you create supplier from purchasing?
No, from payables we do it.
No.
We can do it. Yeah, we can do it. The same you can do from supplier tables also. That means same form is available from two places. Actual source of form is only one. Navigation, accessibility, they are giving from two places. In the same way here also, task is only one. They are giving the option to access from these three paths. That's it.
Okay. The form is same, only the navigation is different.
Navigation, accessibility, they are giving from three places. Those three are these. Same, form is same. Okay. So this is the point we have to understand. That's what I said. Three are same. Three are same. Three are not different. Three are same. You click on this, it will open the same page. You click on this, it will open the same page. You click on this, it will open the same page, but following the different navigations, different paths. Source is only one form. That's all. Okay. The same logic is applicable for any task which we perform. Fine. So
yeah, okay.
So this is all about this assignments and tasks and all. Now we'll just look at the help. Any questions, please? Yeah.
Lakshman, one more question from Ganesh.
Please.
Yeah. The procurement of agent setting, we can do the finance and procurement responsibility also. But we will, as per the good practice, we should do it from procurement. I mean that responsibility, but we'll get some additional. Sometimes we'll get some additional.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's you know it. It's just setup. There is no point you have to consider with the best practice and all. Okay, it's a fixed. You are implementing for procurement. You have to do from procurement only. You will do from procurement. Now you are implementing procurement. You want to go to pay finance and you want to do it. Do it. Nothing wrong. Ultimately, the function is the one. The table is the one. The data fields are same. Enter from anywhere. System point of view, you are creating procurement agent. There's no best practice from where you have to create. But if you create from some relevant area for specific task, there is some advantage that I'll explain. That's what I said. Okay, you can create from anywhere. It remains same. But we know very well. We know very well when we are doing the certain configuration for which module we are doing will be in those modules and we'll do it, right? That's what I said. Always you prefer to choose the path which is related to us only. We have seen the procurement agent is available from two procurement paths and one finance path, right?
Yes.
Which we have to prefer any one of the procurement paths. There is some advantage, not for all the tasks, few tasks that we will discuss. Okay. So for which area you are working, that area related task always you choose. Path related task, area related path you can choose for your task. Then that will help you. It will reduce your effort. There is one point that we'll discuss, but we never plan to go some other area to perform our area related work, right? Not required. So you are not implementing the procurement or say SCM. You are working on only financials. When you search for the task procurement, so the finance guy may not think to select procurement related path, right? So I'm implementing the financials. I'll search for procurement. Same project. We have everything. Okay, procurement agent. If I'm working for financials, I don't like procurement, not related to me. I'll always choose my area. Oh, finance. So this is ours. Okay, carry on. The background what system will do, Oracle made the logic and all. The logic is you take any navigation, the form will be open, procurement agent form only. You choose your preferable or your relevant area. Accordingly, there could be some benefit. Which benefit and all, I'll explain you also. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Fine. Now we'll just look at help option. Okay. So here on the top you can see this head section. This we call as global area. Okay. I'll explain everything, each and everything. For now we'll go with one option. This we call as global area, or else just click on this logo. It will take us to home page, or else here you have home icon. You can be in any page. If you want to just come back to home, you can just say, for example, I'm going to security console, or you may go to project, means FSM. Directly, if you want to come back to home, you can just click on home icon. We'll be coming to home page. Whenever you log into the instance, on which page we land, we'll navigate to that page. Okay, we are here. So that this header section up to here with this, all these icons and all this we call as a global area. Okay, that means wherever you go to any place, you go to, just you may navigate to FSM, that means setup and maintenance. You navigate to setup and maintenance. Can you see the top section? Yes. You go to your project, that remains same, fixed. Go to security console, that remains same. The above section, right, that remains same. Go to purchasing, go to inventory, go to order management, go to APR, that remains same as it is. That means it's a fixed constant always. That is the reason this top section, this head section, we are calling as global area. We call it as global area. In global area we have help option, show help. We know very well in EBS also we have help. How we have help in EBS application itself, how it works?
Yeah, kind of Windows help. It will navigate to the module.
Yeah, you have to be in the specific form. Say you are in purchase order creation form. Then if you click on help, it will open the form related help, right? So whatever the form is open, that help system will open ideally. Okay. So here, if you want to get help, first you have to enable the help. You have to enable the help. So here, if you enable, just click on that help icon, it turn into yellow color. Okay, so it will turn into this color. Just again, if you click on this, you are just undoing. Okay, you can undo that. That means help you don't require. By clicking on this help, if you navigate anywhere, wherever help is provided by Oracle, for which area Oracle is providing the help, their help option will be enabled. See here, system is enabled help. That means you want to understand what is the meaning of this setup. Again, you want to go to the project, go to project, manage implementation projects. So what does it mean by implementation project help Oracle given? You can click on this very high level, it will give you. If you want to go detail level, you can go with a more help. We'll see all those. And I want to open the project. I already enabled help. That is the reason system is showing this help icon. Otherwise, you cannot see that. And I want to expand procurement. See, for every task, help system is showing here. Help column also we have. But if you don't enable help in this global area, nowhere you can see even help is available. So you want to understand what does it mean by define common procurement configuration. You can click on this. So what does it mean it talks about? Or else you are performing some setups. Sometimes for specific area of setups or specific setup, you may be new. Even you are good enough in that area, you may be new for specific. So in that case, if you want to understand, you can use this help section. Okay, you want to understand this task manage procurement category hierarchies. So what is the meaning of category hierarchies? You can click on this. It will give you the manage procurement category hierarchy, specific task, any task. Okay, any task, you can get that help. Okay, this is a point we have to understand. So this is like based on what task you perform, you can get the help by enabling. Okay, so apart from this, what is the other option from where you can get the help? From here also you can navigate to that page. First I'll show you what is a basic page to navigate to that area, the primary kind of help portal. We'll see that. So we enabled help. So you can click on the user. Okay, and if you want to understand any application related version, you click on this. I'm just trying to include that point also here since we are navigating about this application. If you click on this, it will show you the navigation. Okay, see the revision. This is release 13. Okay, release 13, and the patch which they applied in release 13, 2018 patch applied on this instance. So this is the actual version. Okay. So what we are discussing, this instance is release 13. Yes, release 13. Where is 13? Here. So this is what always we refer. The reality Oracle here in this instance is not getting updated. The point. Okay. So here we will be having one more option. Here also we will be having, it's like 11.1.13. This is the actual version. It looks like, okay. However, they are displaying. We'll talk in on that base only. So if you look at the versions of this application, so when Oracle introduced this, they just introduced application with as a 11G. We know 11i and R12, 11i and R12 EBS. So in the 11i also we have a different versions, right? The last version, the 11i is 11.5.10.2. With this they stopped. Prior to that we have versions 11.5.7, 5, 7, 10, right? Many we have, not required for us, just for discussion. So 11.5.10, later 11.5.10.2 they released. After this is the last version which is available in the 11i. After that they stopped. They did many changes to the product. They introduced new applications, many pages they converted to web pages. That's a lot of changes they did. That is the reason they came up with release 12. In release 12 there are many versions. Still they keep releasing the new versions in R12. Okay, R12, that means here the series is 11, here series is 12. Say 12 point, there are many previous versions also, I'm not taking all those. 12.1.1, okay, 12.1.3, 12.1.4, 5, many we have. Okay, so if you notice in the EBS 11 and R12, whatever we are calling release 11i, okay, or release 12, this 12 or 11 is available as a first number, as a series. But Fusion also same way, the application version is 11G. Yes, 11G, this is 11. Within this actual application, Fusion application version is 11G. Version, not release. These also, these we are calling as releases, release 11. But again, version also same here. Version also same. Versioning same. Okay, within that only just the release, the subversion they are changing. But in the Fusion applications, the actual version is 11G. So 11 everywhere they included. So when they released the product, they came up with a basic release, say 11.0 they have, but I'm just taking 1.0.0. This is how they have. Of course, that they didn't give it to the clients. So to have a trials and testing and all, they offer this Fusion application for a few clients with 7.0.0. There are very few clients. Okay. Sorry. They started with 7. After that, you can assume that other versions. So they did some announcement. They added some new application. They released as a 8. Here 8 is changed, 9 changed. They moved to 9, then 10. Okay, then 11, then 12, at present 13. When you look at Fusion, the release 11 or 12, this versioning we don't find. This is standard version. Fusion application version is 11. Here is the version. Okay, release 11 means, release 7 means this is the 7. Release 8 means this is 8. Release 9 means this is 9. Release 13 means this is the 1. So later in the latest releases, what Oracle did is they are not showing this, the second position. The second position totally they removed. They removed this. Became 11.13. So 11.13, this how you should call, this is release 13. Again, this release 13, when they are dealing with release 13, instead of releasing release 14 immediately, okay, so what they are doing is within release 13, so within this 13 version, what are the patches they applied in the 2017, the 17 they are giving. By seeing this also you have to understand, this is release 13 only, you have to understand on this release 13 version 2017, what are the patches they applied, those are applicable on this instance. In 2018, what are the patches? The instance which is available as release 13, where release 2017, the year, in 2017 patches applied, that you can see with the 17. 2018 patches applied, you can see as 18. That is the meaning of it. Okay, 11.13.18. Some other, the rest you can ignore it, not at all required. You don't need to focus on that. Nowhere we prefer that. It's for Oracle to address. So we focus on only, oh, this is release 13 instance. If you want to go detail level, okay, on this instance 2018 latest patches also applied. Or else you may have instance with the last year patches only, not this year. Okay. This is release 13, this is release 13, but on this only 2017 patches applied. And in this instance, you can understand, okay, release 2018, in the year of 2018, what are the patches they developed, those also got applied on this. So this 11 nowhere we refer, but actual version is this is 11G. We have a database also as 11G, but that is a database version. This is a Fusion application version. Okay, so this is exactly the version. This is exactly release. This is all about addressing the year. Which year patches are applied on this? Okay, so otherwise if they are not going with this 17, 13, they may have come up with the release 14 instead of coming up with the 14 because of just patches. They are just mentioning the point as the instance is same, release 13 only, version is release is 13 only. Within that, which year patches are applied? This is what we have to understand. Any questions here, please?
Lakshman, on the documentation it says release 18B.
Sorry?
On the documentation on the online help page, it says release 18B. It says update 18B. Sorry, update 18B.
No. That means they are included the patch specifications and other changes, but you nowhere heard about the term. I think you only raised the point. I heard release 18 and all. That is the reason I am addressing that. Otherwise, we don't need to discuss this point also. Release 13 only, you won't speak with anyone. Okay. They might have just mentioned that point. Where you hear that which version means the client which says 11, 12, 13, not 17, 18. That means here you are referring.
Yes, I'm sorry, what I meant is that it says update 18B. Update 18B.
Updated, yes, that is correct. That's what I'm saying. Update 18B means it's all about the bunch of patches which they applied in the 18. The bunch of patches which they applied in 17. That is the meaning. That don't consider that. That is a different. That's just element as a part of that release. This is what we consider release. Release 7, release 8, release 9, release 10, 11, 12, 13 will come. We'll see 14 soon. That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
so that is
Lakshman,
next question, please.
Yeah, so Lakshman, if you look at 12.2, it's based on Fusion application, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is like a WebLogic server 2.
Sorry?
12.2.
Yeah. What Oracle did is after 12.1.2, whenever they just gone with the second position of 12.2, they introduced middleware into Fusion, EBS. They introduced middleware. So with that changes, they changed the version in EBS also. Okay. Now in the latest version of EBS, we have middleware concept also. but not same as a Fusion. It's a basic middleware architecture they introduced. When you talk about Fusion architecture, we will understand what is the middleware, why it is required, and based on that point, you may understand why they used in, why they are why they are adapting that kind of architecture into EBS also.
No, the reason is like down the road they want to convert all the customers to Fusion.
Yeah, upgradation. That is their plan. Upgradation plan. As of now, you cannot see if you are on the 11i. Of course, there are still few clients who are the premium clients for Oracle. So they can easily upgrade from 11i to R12. Again, in the R12, you are in the 12.1.3 still. If you want to go with the latest version, you can upgrade. But so far, there is no option. Okay, there is no option for the EBS clients to upgrade to Fusion. It's like something they are building the platform, but not very sure they can, because if they want to build that platform, the day by day it's a Fusion side, that architecture, and there are many improvements and it's growing. I mean, they keep adding some latest adaptations, etc. So that is the talk. Like there is no somewhere they clearly mentioned this is what we are doing. We have to understand, yes, they brought that middleware technique component into EBS also. That may help us in future if they implement the solution to upgrade from EBS to Fusion. That's what we have to understand, but there is no statement which we can hear. Okay. But as of now, you cannot upgrade from EBS any version to Fusion applications. For any EBS client wants to use the Fusion application, again it should be re-implementation only in Fusion environment. That's all. Fine.
Currently, how much market captured, Rashmi?
See, very majorly, most of the clients are small and medium-sized clients are going with the Fusion application. There are few clients who are very big and who started and they done for few countries. They just rolled out the solution for many countries. That case is also there, but very primarily small and mid-sized clients are opting this cloud option. And rest data security and all, even Oracle side, they have all in terms of data security and everything they are providing. Still, everybody will have their own concerns. So that is the reason they are preferring to go with the on-premise, and still few clients are interested with EBS only. Okay, that's how the market, but we have a good market for cloud.
So what I understood, like so Gaurav here, like Fusion applications, previously only HCM was working, then financial came functional, and SCM latest, like 1 year or so, it got completely functional. So that may be a reason that clients were not operating previously with that, because it doesn't have an end-to-end solution yet. I have a couple of projects where HCM was implemented in Fusion and rest was in EBS.
No, Gaurav, yes, your point is correct. See, HCM they released more than 6 years back. That is very much successful in the market. Okay, after that, they just came up with the finance and procurement. Later stage, they just introduce order management and all. That is the reason it's a bit late. Lately, they just released into market. But now the clients just started using it like where they can take the advantage. Now it's very much stabilized product, you can say, when you talk about SCM.
On that point, Lakshman, like the reason is like they're getting a big competition from Salesforce. Salesforce is offering like a order to cash solutions. So to overcome that competition, they're offering a lot now in supply chains.
No, that is there from every vendor in the market, right? That is there from every vendor. Everybody is just targeting their competitors. And if you talk about HCM, we have a Workday other side. Okay, we have many other big players in the market, right? So that is there, but only just we are trying to just focus how we have our product. Okay, done. So this is what we have to understand when you talk about version. Don't go with any other numbers. We have to look at this. Release 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, release 13. Okay, it's depending on the bunch of patches which are applied on the
Last and
system.
very important question.
1 second, please. When I'm explaining, my request is you can wait and you can go with your question once I complete. Okay, this is what we have. Yeah, please go ahead.
India localization has been released for this, or like Fusion or not? Because that is like
No, no,
GST
no.
thing is working not yet.
No, they didn't release. They didn't release that localization solution for India. Okay, so you can just for EBT, what we have in EBS, the same we have in the Fusion as a Fusion tax. So that is available for the countries where that solution can be enough to support their taxation and all. But as a separate the localization solution, they didn't release it at all. You don't see the clients also are using the Fusion in India.
That is okay, sir. But if it doesn't have the basic feature, people will not use because a couple of projects.
That's what I'm selling. That's what I'm telling. No. 1 second, Gaurav. That's what I'm telling. The basic features and all here we are nowhere responsible. Just we are talking about product how we have. So the solutions are not available. That's the reason there is no client who is using this solution from India. But there are few clients who are using, but only the part of reporting where it doesn't trigger the taxation logics and calculations. Okay.
HCM we implemented for India. Human capital management we implemented.
Yeah, that is a totally different, right? That is a payroll statutory calculate. That's different. Okay, your SCM and finance, these areas where this taxation and all will come into the picture. That no client we have as of now. Okay, they'll come up with that very soon, and for as of now the implementations. So many clients are doing the projects from India only, but not for Indian customers. For US, UK, Middle East, and many other countries. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, that may come very soon. So that's all about it. And one more point. Let me just finish that point. If you have any questions, we'll discuss. After that, we'll wind up the session. Okay, it won't take more than 5 minutes. It's a simple point. So here you can just click on the username and just click on application help. It will take us to help portal. Click on this. Oh, it's not navigating. I think maybe pop-up. Yeah, it's a pop-up blocker. Just click on this, say show. So this is help portal. You can search for any information. You can choose your area. So procurement you can choose. You can search for something within the procurement. What are the relevant information is available? It will display. So documents means procurement documents or requisitions. Okay. The procurement is selected here. Search. Just for search for documents, nothing but procurement related documents. Okay. So these are the search items. These many search results are found related to documentation, where documentation term. So importing the purchasing documents, related documents, and the training, etc., etc. These are the different search results we found. Total 191 items we could see here, and here you can just those total search results are classified into different help types. You can see here. So out of 191 items, so there are 8 examples, 35 FAQs, and 148 help topics, and no PDFs and no videos. Even you can see for the information which are searching the relevant PDF guides and videos also. So I want to see only FAQs. Uncheck rest. Say apply. Now out of 191, only 35 FAQs system will display related to where the document term is included. What document can what document can I upload in the contract wizard? Okay, so all FAQs. The same way you can search for anything. That's how you can find. So as I'm searching for procurement agent. search. So 42 items are found, but here why the reason is help type you selected as only FAQs. Select all. Say apply. Now you can see all type of help items. 366. Now you may filter. So you want to, there is one video also related to that. You can uncheck all. Select only video you want. Say apply. Create a local catalog, which can be done by procurement agent. A simple video. These are not a great videos. Just it's a to talk about very basic process they are giving. The same videos you can find in the YouTube. Whatever they placed in YouTube, the link they given here. That's all. Okay. So here actual search results tab here we have. You can go back. So that's how you can filter the help type. You can search for anything and you can filter the help type. That's how you can go with this. Again, you can filter the search results. The procurement agent, the searches may belongs to different applications, or sometimes depending on the what you are searching, certain information may be available across the different application. In that case, the application wise also you can filter. Okay, within the procurement, so only purchasing related, this and that, you can just verify which are related to supplier portal, the procurement agent, those section only 4 items are available. You can, with this you can filter and it will display. Okay, the same way like the relevant roles, when I talk about the procurement and all, which role it's information should system should display which is related to buyer only, or else procurement manager or requester. Okay, the different roles of people, which role related the help information is required, that you can select and you can search. This is how you can do. In the same way you can switch to any other area, financials and HCM. Okay, the background color they given different color, it is not displaying the test also. So this is how you can projects, risk management, etc., etc., all you can find. Okay, supply chain management. Fine, this is how just you can go through and you can search, you can find the information, any information. If not from here, this is one other place, and in earlier we have seen, so once you enable the help, it will enable the same help option everywhere. From there also you can navigate here. How? So here it is displaying. Just I want to understand what is this page setup meaning and all. I'll click on this very high level, it gives the information. That is not enough for me. I'll click on more help. So now it is taking us to the same page. From here you can search for any information. If you scroll little down here, it will display those offerings also. I think still it is loading. They might have removed the icon. Same, this kind of icons will be displayed when you navigate from here also. From here you can search for anything. So you want to search for what is the primary ledger. I think the function is not working here, but from here also this is how you can navigate. Basically it will display all those areas also you can select, but here it's not displaying. No issues. So this is a place from where you can do all those activities. Let me try from other page. Basically it has to open from here also. More help. It should display that page, or it's a pop-up is blocking or what. Yeah, this is how it has to display. Fine. So from there also you can, this is how you can see that the same offering icons will also. Yeah. From here you can search, or else you're targeting to search only related to specific area. That area you can select and you can do it. Procurement. You can select. So it's procurement. Here, search field it will open. Yes. Now it's same as this only, which we tried. From here ultimately you'll be navigating to that page only. You can search and you can find the information. So based on what you are searching, some documents and videos and FAQs and help items, etc., everything you can find here. Okay, if you want to explore on any specific point or anything, a specific field, you may use this. Okay, so that's how you can explore within the instance. You don't need to look for some other external documents. Also within this, lot of help repository they are providing, so you can make use of it. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back, we'll discuss, else you can drop from the meeting. Thank you all, have a good day and good night. Any questions from anyone, please?